You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy vault your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Good morning.
Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I am excellent. Boy, do I have a topic I want to bring up with you because we just got done teaching to our region. And by the way, if you haven't read, we got rave reviews.
Mm-hmm.
People love the Tiffany and Brooke duo together. They think it's the
We're so
funniest
different.
thing. It is. And what we got to teach in front of our leadership is about like our future plans, where we're going, our, what we consider our GPS with something. And just the way we both deliver things is very different.
Yeah, because I'm
And
sarcastic, funny, and it works really well.
it just works so well. And while you and I are both very different, we are also very good at communicating.
Right. And for the most part, we believe the same. We deliver it differently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right? I am a giant hug every day.
And stay away, please.
Exactly. You're my little porcupine.
I did hug though. I mean, there are people that just
so
come
proud.
at me and hug me, and I don't have much of a choice.
Trust me, I was making eye contact with you when it was happening, and I know you did very good. I'm very proud of you.
I was at I hosted an ALC retreat yesterday. We were talking about hugging. They were like, but you have grandkids and kids. I was like, that's different.
It is different. And it's funny how we think of that like that.
Yeah.
And, from a young age, I always knew I wanted to be a mom.
Yeah.
I always loved being around my family, my cousins, people in general. Like I was at the front counter of my parents' business from a young age, helping customers and clients. And I was always thrust into the world of having to be social. I didn't have the luxury of social anxiety or hiding.
Yeah.
Which I'm grateful for. Don't get me wrong. That is not abusive from my parents in any point. They did the best thing ever for me, which was make me very socially confident.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have friends who can't walk into a restaurant alone. We are in our late 40s.
Well, I don't like to walk into a room alone.
No, but you still have to go into the building at some point. Like if I'm already in there, I would have to go out and get them and bring them in.
Oh, you see, and that's like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean you don't do it.
Right. And I understand there are anxieties. I'm not crapping on them or anything. I'm just saying I'm so grateful that my parents made me so socially confident and allowed me to speak. I was never one of those kids who should not be. Kids should be seen and not heard. That was not me.
God. Yeah.
There's no way.
I like to not be seen and not be heard when I was a kid.
So my whole thing today is about communication.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I've had to deal with some changes in my role, and it's across the board. Everybody's doing things different. We're looking on ways on how to like give people time back. Should this meeting have been an email? How do we communicate? And it's just amazing how tone of voice, posture,
Mm-hmm.
the way you make eye contact, facial muscles, um, especially on Zoom, it's amazing how it's so easily read into. We've been on Zoom for so long.
Yeah.
But the posture alone, it's been a tough couple days because it's also not communicating, it's being told.
Right.
And that's where I struggle when I don't get to ask questions for clarity or curiosity.
Yeah. And I get it. Yet the point that everybody's different, right? It's the whole mirror match thing.
Right.
And in my life, like I'm okay with that. Tell me the story, like, and then there's a different level of where's the passion, right? Like if you tell me something and you dictate something and it's not something that I'm passionate about, I'm going to peace out and be okay with it.
Yeah.
If you tell me something and I'm ridiculously passionate about it, we're going to probably brawl. And in my world, we're going to brawl.
Yeah, I know. Well, do I know? I love verbally sparring with you because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
And you and I have a lot of passion for things. And usually we are so on course about
Similar.
the
Yeah.
same exact things and how we pour into our people and serve them as servant leaders. And it's just,
Yeah.
it's fun. But you know what's great about that? You and I are not angry at each
No.
other. Other people sometimes think we are.
Yeah.
Because we also know we can push each other's buttons and from
Yeah.
our friendship.
I don't know, were you there when we were talking with Dan Gervais? Like, so that's how I roll. So talking about how we communicate with others, right? Like, I have an inner circle. The people in my inner circle, they know me, they trust me. I know them, I trust them. They know my
Right.
personality, I know their personality. It is a good fit. We are allowed to be who we are. So family reunion, like 2015, 16, I can't even remember. I had gone to family reunion with somebody who very similar to you, like we have the same role in the way we work with each other, and we were not in agreement. And we were really passionately not in agreement. And we were in a room of 9 people and we were passionately disagreeing, and
There's a ping
everybody was
pong.
looking at us, and then we like hugged it out. And then because we were in one of our suites, we were sitting on the bed and we literally hugged it out and we're talking to one another, and everybody looked around like, how does that happen? But that's a respect thing.
Right. You and I are super respectful at the end of the day when it comes to, it has taken me a long time to hone the political craft of knowing when it's the right time to speak or if I'm speaking and it's a lost cause.
Well, yeah. And that's the dead to me in my world. Lost
Right.
causes. You're dead to me. We'll never talk.
I it is not easy to do when you are highly opinionated.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I think everybody's highly opinionated. So I don't love that phrase.
We're passionate.
We are. And I think there are those who lack respect for their peers because they lack confidence in their opinion. They
Right.
know what they know. And then they've got that, I I don't care that I don't know because this is all I know and I'm going to push it on you. It's that incompetence, intelligence piece that some people have. And it is a craft to be able to walk away from a conversation, and I walk away knowing I am the bigger person, knowing that the words I'm going to say are not going to make a difference. So I say them in my head. I might slap you around in my head. And then I walk away. And honestly, that feels really good because I have control over my emotions and the things I'm going to say. So I'm still in control. It's like keyboard warriors. I've always said to our realtor friends and associates, I do not want to see, and they're legally not supposed to and ethically not supposed to post about certain things in certain groups. There's rules, right? And I have said this in so many social media classes. Do you honestly think your rant on a post is going to sway and change the opinion of somebody who is so opinionally charged with emotion and not fact?
Yeah.
And the ability to see reason.
Yeah.
And they said, well, I feel better. I said, okay, well, how about your business? How about if the one most influential person in town reads that post and disagrees with you, and now your business is different?
Yep. Yeah. And well, number one, I mean, keep it off of, that's just a no-brainer. Like,
Yep.
and it drives me crazy. I've actually, one of my missions in 2024 is I unsubscribed to a bunch of masterminds and groups because it was just noise and annoying. Because at the end of the day, it makes you look like, honestly, it makes you look stupid.
It does. It
Like,
does.
legit. And who else is going to read that? What's it going to do to your family, your business, to you? Right?
How
Like,
about your referral partners?
have you met me? I have a lot of opinions. A lot of those opinions get spoken, but there are many, 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 many that, yeah.
People need to learn how to regulate emotion and be able to separate the emotion from the reality of what's happening in front of you. People take other people's opinions as personal insults against their own intelligence and beliefs.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, you have to choose what's right for you and move on. But communication has to happen at some point. And that's only when you can make the decision to walk away from a conversation in two ways. You can either light a match and watch it blow, or you can do the right thing and walk away sometimes.
Yeah.
I wish everybody came into conversations with that fierce determination to be open and to be patient and not talk, to
Yep.
ask great questions for clarity and just respect the other people in your world. I think we would see a bigger change in our industry if those skills were worked on tremendously in
Well, and
2024.
to go back to like where this conversation started, we also have to remember, like, we can't get emotionally charged in things, because we have to remember that at the end of the day, it's the fierce conversations model with the root, tree, branch, trunk, what, it's, if it's a root thing where we don't have a say about it, we just have to suck it up, and we may not like it. However, to your point, the delivery of this is what we're doing and why we're doing it, and we can appreciate you may not agree with it, like, that needs to be said in a nice way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, what do we really have control of? And what we
Correct.
do really have control of, just own it.
It's very different. It's very different. Well, friends, go into today and look at your conversations and the people around you. Are the things you're going to reply with via email, text message, messenger, social media, or verbal harming the relationships in your world? Are they causing you anxiety?
Yep.
Are you filling your world with the negativity that doesn't belong there, that we're almost making up in the presence of emotion and lacking fact?
Yeah.
So be kind, right? If we just took grace and kindness into our world, it'd be a different place too. So
Yeah.
communicate.
Because we don't know where those people are coming from. And I think before this call, we had that conversation. Like, there was somebody who was really heated and was going to make a decision, but they were making an emotionally charged decision because of something that was going on in their personal life.
They were. So just care about one another.
Yeah.
Like I care about Tiffany.
Yes, you do. I'll see you later.
Have fun, friends. Go be kind.